It is growing season, and we've got a lot of things here in front of us here. And
I wish you could just take in the fragrance that
I can
we
smell
are
that. That's
experiencing
really good.
right now.
Smells like
wonderful.
smells like
an
a
onion.
garden. It
In
does.
a garden. You bet.
Carrie Richter's here, and she is here to represent the Central Ozarks Farmers and Artisan Market. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Which is typically known as the farmers market. That's what people call it, right?
Yeah, farmers market on the square.
Yeah. And you're head of this, or are you kind of the go-to person?
Spokesperson,
or well, you're here today
I
to
help
do
with
that.
the advertising for the
Good.
market. Rhonda Mailer is the market manager.
Okay, and what does she do as far as
She
marketing?
does everything that nobody else wants to do.
Okay.
Oh, that's probably.
No,
yeah.
she helps. She really helps everybody get set up down at farmers market and answering questions and kind of just. She's a go-to.
Is it a membership organization or just a group of people that just want to be involved in?
It's officially a nonprofit
Okay.
organization, and there's a $15 annual fee to join
Okay.
as a market vendor, which enables you to set up from April 15th through October 31st on the square.
Okay.
And we have a couple of different market times each week. We have Tuesdays and Saturdays from 6 a.m. till noon, and then we have on Thursdays from 4 to 7
Okay.
on the square.
4 in the
And-
afternoon to 7 at night.
PM, yes,
PM,
not
okay.
in the morning.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Okay. I just wondered. Yeah, I knew you had an afternoon thing, and I thought that worked out pretty good for you. Is that a pretty good time to do
Well,
that?
Thursdays 4 to 7. It seems to work out pretty good for some people because, you know, after work it's
Yeah.
easier to stop by than maybe
Exactly.
on a Saturday morning, because a lot of times on Saturdays and Tuesdays things sell out very quickly in the morning. So
Yeah, yeah. Now, what did you bring? Is this from your garden or is this
Yeah.
from other? Okay.
yeah,
Well,
no,
you
Which
got-
we might mention is Bald Knob Farm.
yes, Bald Knob
So-
Farm.
Well, I'm going to pull this a little closer to you.
So is this what is growing typically at this point?
Well, at the farmers market you're going to find a lot of greens. You'll find lettuces, even poke greens. A lot of people like that. And
I've got that growing wild in my woods out there. Just poke salad
salad.
stuff growing.
And you'll find things like spring onions and things like that. With the heavy rains that we've had, I'll just be quite honest, it's been very difficult for anybody to get out into their gardens and really work the
Because
ground.
it's just too wet.
Yes, so transplanting and even putting seeds in the ground, as much as you love rain, like yesterday I went
Yeah.
out and things are just floating on top of the ground.
What do? Do you bring that stuff inside then and try to grow them inside, or
Oh,
you
no.
just can't
No.
do it? You just
Grin
have
and
to deal
bear
with
it.
Grin and bear it.
Yeah, we've been building berms on our farm. We've been building berms and putting down extra straw.
So the
Some of
water
our
will drain off.
Yeah, some of our areas we've been putting in sand to kind of help with the.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not.
Well,
fun.
maybe it won't be so wet here for the next round of
Next 2 days, maybe.
vegetables and things. So what's growing right now? I know some onions here.
Yeah, some of the things from our farm that I picked this morning before I came is we have broccoli rabe, and then we have our spring onions. We have a couple different kinds of lettuce, strawberries. We have beets. We'll have a lot of different kinds of greens like beet greens, rutabaga greens. Well, these are turnips. We'll have turnip greens. And then this is a type of bok choy. It's a tot soy, not a tot soy, but chok soy is what they call it. But it's a tiny baby Asian type of cabbage. It's more like a spinach.
And you put it in.
What do
a
you do
salad
with that?
Well, we use it in a couple different ways. Like the harder part of it, we use it in the stir fries. You can use the greens in the stir fries
yeah.
as well. Last night we used it in soup. We made chicken noodle soup, and then we added the greens to it. Kind of add a little bit more flavor. Farm
So
fresh
did this
eggs.
come from seed?
Yes.
Okay. Most everything you do is from seed.
You have
So I
farm
think
fresh eggs.
Everything except for the strawberries came from seed. So
Okay.
You have farm fresh eggs like all the time.
yes, we do.
And I see here, I thought these came from the ground, but these are really eggs.
They're really
I thought
eggs.
they were roots of some kind. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they're really.
Do you have
eggs.
more than you need at times, or?
Yeah, currently we get about 30 dozen eggs a week.
Yeah, 30.
30
Wow.
dozen? Wow.
Yep.
Got a few chickens.
Yeah, we
We've
have
got
a-
one productive one.
Yes, we have very productive chicken.
You know, when I had chickens, and you probably know this, been doing this for a while, but I started getting green eggs because my chickens would go out there and they'd range on green vegetables, and the eggs turned green.
It usually has to do with the type of chicken that you have, not.
But it was only for like a couple weeks.
Really?
Weird. Oh yeah. And I did some research, and they said they're out eating green stuff. that time of year. So anyway,
Interesting.
and then these are huge. These are huge strawberries.
Well,
They're
our strawberries
gorgeous.
are real weird right now. So we'll go out and we may get some that are teeny, teeny, tiny,
Yeah.
and then we'll get some that are really big. I normally wouldn't have big ones, except I went out when my kids were gone this morning because they've been eating all of them. So
That's why we don't have
you
any.
send them out to go pick the strawberries and they come back with nothing.
Yes, the other day I sent Aggie out and she came back in and her shirt was all pink and her mouth was all pink and her fingers were all pink and I said, "Where's the strawberries?" "Oh, I forgot. I didn't bring any in. I ate them on the way in."
Ate 'em. Well, there's other artisans out there. Tell us what we can expect if we go out there.
Well, our farmers market is pretty phenomenal. We don't just have fruits and veggies. As you know, most of our gardeners are backyard gardeners, so they're not, large produce suppliers. So you get some pretty unique items as far as things out of the garden. But we also have homemade jams and jellies that are available at farmers market. And then we have lots of baked goods. There are some phenomenal bakers out there. And I pretty much, whatever I sell, I just go buy, take the profits and go buy the baked goods. No, there's a lot of people who bake. Then there's also the artisans that make artwork, such as paintings. There's homemade jewelry, purses. I was just trying to think. Birdhouses. There's lighted fixtures that people put outside. Bird feeders. There's some really unique
So it's just
items.
not a farmer's market. That's why you changed the name and want to bring in everybody.
Farmers and artisans alike.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Do you have a website devoted to that, or is it?
We currently don't have
Like
a website. We have
Facebook?
Facebook. It's under Central Ozarks Farmers and Artisans Market.
Okay. And that way you
Central
can look and
Ozarks,
kind of
okay.
see, I guess, keep updated on
Yeah.
maybe availability.
And
of
everything
things.
changes seasonally. You'll start seeing a lot more people coming out. Like this Saturday is our Customer Appreciation Saturday. I cannot guarantee with the weather that we've had that we're going to have huge quantities of vegetables, but they will increase as June starts coming around. But
And the rain subsides a little bit. Maybe it'll be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get a boat and pick my vegetables this week. But
All right.
yeah, so we'll have that coming up on this Saturday. So we'll have coffee until we run out, so that'll be free. And then we're going to have a couple different things. We're going to have a drawing for some prizes that were donated to us from our farmers and artisans. That'll be given away at the end of our market on Saturday. And our customers will also have the opportunity to vote on the best booth for the farmers and artisans. And whichever one gets the most votes will win a cool prize this week. So
Cool.
That's awesome.
And that's coming up this Saturday?
yes, this Saturday.
From
Farmers Market opens at 6 a.m. and it goes until noon. You will find that this time of the year, most vendors start getting there about 7. So,
Okay.
And they'll stay in usually till they sell out.
Yeah.
People usually don't stick around with empty coolers.
So if
and-
you want something,
Right.
you might want to go down there a little early.
Yes.
Don't wait till 11:30 or 5 till 12.
Yes. I also encourage people that if you have SNAP or WIC
Yeah.
or senior vouchers, that you go ahead and stop down at the farmers market. I do recommend that you get there early. This would be the one day of the week that you might want to get up, and get your pants on and get down there at 7. We've had people come down with their pajamas, and that's okay too.
Get your pants
Absolutely.
on.
Please put your
Please wear
pants
some
on
pants.
before
Please
you
wear your
go.
pants. That's all we
funny.
ask.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, just visit us down at Market, and there's vendors that are able to accept all of those benefits, and you can
Good.
really
Or
further.
just run a card through the smartphone, I guess.
Yes, as far as SNAP,
Yeah.
that is an availability which I know that like our farm stand will be able to accept SNAP, and then those vendors that have signed up to accept senior vouchers and WIC vouchers, they'll be able to do that
Okay.
as well.
All right.
And that's additional money that people get to spend in addition to what they normally would
Sure.
get from WIC.
Sure.
So
Awesome.
Well, thanks, Carrie. We appreciate the gifts that you brought for us today. And, if you want to come once a week.
once a week.
Yeah. And,
Well, we do have a community-supported agriculture, and they come out to our farm once a week or once every other week and pick up a basket of goodies very
Well,
similar
good.
to this. So,
Good,
yeah.
good. Well, that's available too. We appreciate you coming by, and we want you to come by maybe later on in the season.
Yeah,
Talk about what's
please do.
what's coming out.
Thank you. I appreciate you having us.
Thank you. Okay, up next, we're going to talk about a new radio station, Q Rock, and Mickey Klein will be here to talk all about that in just 2 minutes. Stay with us.